Hello there, Lake County Library. This is Christy Lewis from the Lakeport branch, and today I have a book haul of middle grade books for you, and I'm so excited. Now, before I jump into it, I want to let you know that you can copy and paste the titles or authors of any of these books and order them for free through our library catalog, which is linked down below. All the info is down there, our social media is down there, so check that out if you're interested. And several of these are available on like ebook or audiobook or audio CD. Those are also available for free to you. Let's get started here. First, we have The Last Fallen Star by Graci Kim. This was published in 2021 by Rick Riordan Presents. And if you're familiar with Rick Riordan, you probably know that he's the best-selling author of the Percy Jackson series, which is a retelling of Greek mythology in the modern day, made very accessible to children. And they're very fun, very funny, quirky adventures, lovable characters, great humor. So he has his own publishing company now, and what they do is they publish world mythology for kids in modern day storytellings, retellings of world mythology. And so this is the start of a new series of Korean mythology. So this series focuses on two sisters. We have Riley O and her sister Hattie. Now, Riley is adopted and she does not have magic, but she's really looking forward to when her sister Hattie has this ceremony that will allow her to use spells without adult supervision. It's like a coming of age ceremony for magic. Now, Hattie has this idea that like she knows her sister would love to be able to use magic, but Riley just doesn't have it. So Hattie decides she's going to change that. She's going to cast a spell that sounds promising. It sounds like maybe Riley will be able to have magic if Hattie casts this spell. So she casts the spell, everything backfires, it goes very badly, and now Hattie's life is in danger, and Riley has to go find the last fallen star in order to save her sister. So got a quest in there, got coming of age, we've got sisters, we've got Korean mythology. Rick Riordan did a review of this on Goodreads, and he sounded really excited about the Korean mythology, and I believe it's set partially at least in LA. So fun for us Californians. The Last Fallen Star is available on ebook and audiobook, and you can order it for free down below. Next, we have our nonfiction book, which is also a graphic novel. This graphic novel is called A Shot in the Arm, Big Ideas That Changed the World. Now, the Big Ideas That Changed the World is a series, and the idea is that it shows you how difficult it was for these ideas to come around, become accepted, and be proven, and it kind of makes them accessible to children. And this particular one is a graphic novel. I don't know if the rest of the series are, but it looks like an interesting series. Now, this one is by Dawn Brown, and it's giving you the history of vaccinations and the struggle to find ways to protect people from very infectious diseases. So it tackles like polio, it talks about smallpox, it talks about the science of how immune systems work and some of the people who are known for their role in contributing to the development of vaccines. Now, this is very interesting because I just read the biography of John Adams not too long ago, and it was really terrifying how Abigail Adams, she was alone at the time with her children. She was not able to consult with her husband on this subject, but there was a smallpox epidemic going through their town, and she had to make the decision to have her children inoculated. And what that means is you take the pus out of a person who has a smallpox sore and you cut your child's arm and put the pus in their arm. And they have a higher likelihood of surviving that than if they caught the disease. That just sounds terrifying to me. All of her children survived, but yikes, right? Yikes. I'm so glad for modern medicine. So this was put out by Harry N. Abrams in 2021. If you would like to check it out, it's available down below. You can also get the ebook for free. Next, we have Bare Bottom, which is a mystery novel for kids. This is by Stuart Gibbs, and it's actually the 7th novel in the New York Times best-selling Fun Jungle series. In this one, there's a sleuth, Teddy Fitzroy. He's invited to go visit a bison ranch that's just outside Yellowstone National Park, and there have been bison disappearing from this ranch, and it's a big deal because bison are an endangered species. So he's called in to, kind of sleuth it out. Apparently he has a history of solving mysteries. And then another mystery coincides with this one when a bear gets loose in the area. In the hustle-tussle that happens, when the bear gets loose, they realize that an irreplaceable sapphire necklace has been stolen. He's got a lot on his hands. He's got his work cut out for him. If you want to find out what happens, you can check this out down below. Bare Bottom was published in 2021 by Simon & Schuster, and it is available on ebook and audiobook and audio CD. Next, we have Dog Squad by Chris Grabenstein. This is the first in a new series by the #1 New York Times bestselling author of Escape, Mr. Lemoncello's Library, and the co-author of Max Einstein. So Dog Squad is about two dogs in particular. One is Duke, who I think it's a television series that he's starring on called Dog Squad, where he's in like a crew of dogs who fight crime. And then there's this very ordinary dog named Fred. He's like an ordinary, scrappy, lovable dog, but he looks a lot like Duke. So when Duke needs a stand-in, guess who gets chosen? That's right, Fred. And then something happens. A crime happens outside of the show, and Fred has to decide if he's gonna be brave enough to actually solve a in real life mystery that's not just on the TV show. It's supposed to be very funny, great book for dog lovers, and it's available for free on ebook and audiobook, so what are you waiting for? Dog Squad was published by Random House in 2021. And finally, our last book of the day is Best Nerds Forever by James Patterson, and also Chris Grabenstein, the author that we were just talking about of Dog Squad. It's co-written by the two of them. Fun. This is about Finn McAllister, who was an ordinary middle school nerd when suddenly he's killed. He's riding his bike home and he's killed by this van that's just like driven by some maniac who runs Finn off the road. So suddenly Finn finds out that he's a ghost. He decides he's gonna solve his murder before this maniac decides to kill somebody else. And he meets this ghost friend named Isabella, who kind of shows him the ropes of being a ghost, how he now gets to try every ice cream flavor and play as many video games as he wants, etc. So the theme of this book is supposed to be kind of living life to the fullest, and it celebrates the nerd in each of us. Although the premise sounds a little bit grim for a youthful book, I think the message is very positive. This one is available on ebook and audiobook and Playaway and audio CD, so you know it's a big release if it's available on all of those things, and it has the name James Patterson attached to it. Best Nerds Forever was published by Jimmy Patterson in 2021. That is it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this book haul. I hope that you find a book here that sounds good for you or your kids or a kid that you know. Don't forget you can order them for free, and leave us a comment and make sure that you like this video if you enjoy hearing about new books coming to our library. And until next time, take care, guys. Bye-bye.